Alright guys, well we got the printer built and now we need to make the nuts. I went to Thingiverse and I searched 10mm nut, see right there, and came up with this file or this page. It's a OpenSCAD isometric nut library, and I'll show you how that works. So we're going to come down to this one. I'm going to open that. Okay. Now we're going to look down this list, and here's a 10mm nut right here. Hex nut 10. Make a 10mm ISO nut. So I'm going to uncomment that because I want it to do it. I want it to make that. I'm going to go here to render, and right here magically it'll just pop up. And there's our nut. Now I've already saved this to the desktop, but I'll show you how I did that. I came up here on this row and hit the STL, and I like to put things on my desktop so I can find it, but and then I saved it as 10mm nut STL, which I already have up there. Here, we'll just save it again real quick. Yes, okay. So that's how we're getting the nut. Alright, we can get rid of that. Now I'm going to open Cura, and yeah, right here, Cura. Now I've already set up the machine for this Prusa. Yeah, but I'll show you the things we want to go through. The print speed. Okay, fill density 20%. That's pretty good. We don't have to go too crazy. That's the infill amount. Print speed in millimeters per second. I've cut it down from like 50 down to 30 because I want it to go kind of slow. We can always speed it up later. I went 212 on the temperature, and 70 on the bed temperature. That's a pretty decent place to start right there. No support, no platform adhesion. You want to change the filament diameter from, I think it's almost 3mm to 1.75. Because our filament's 1.75. 100% flow. Go up here to advanced. The nozzle size you want to change to 0.4. That's the size nozzle we got. And let me show you something else. When you do that, you have to make this divisible by the nozzle size. So 0.4 times 3 is 1.2. So I changed this to 1.2 on the basic settings on the shell thickness. So it can make three outlines of the part it'll fit, you know. If that makes any sense. Yeah, just make it 1.2 for now and you'll figure it out. Okay, retraction. Yeah, this all looks pretty good. Speed, I cut it down from 150 millimeters a second down to 100. I like to start things off slow. I don't want it to be, you know, moving as fast as it can. Maybe it misses steps and maybe I don't notice. Maybe it just makes a real bad print. So I like to slow things down, and you can kind of bump up the speed anytime as you go along, you know. Alright, so got all our settings in Cura pretty close. And if you need to go over these, you can always pause the video and just look at what I've done. And if I miss talking about something, you can just try these settings, you know. I think they'll work pretty good. So let's get our nut, and we'll go to load a model. Go to the desktop, and we'll get that 10mm nut that we made in OpenSCAD. And open it. There's our nut. Now, plastic has a tendency to shrink. So I'm going to scale this up. Not a lot, but see, 1.0, let's go 3, 1.03. So it's 0.03, oh, I don't know how it's just scaled up. Alright. And let's try to print 2 of them. So we'll right click on the model and it says multiply by 1. Okay, then we'll put another one on there. Now this print's going to take 13 minutes. That's not too bad for a print. Let's change the fill density. I'm going to go up to like 30% and see. It'll make it a little stronger. Yeah. And you can go clear up to like 100 if you really want to, but I think 30% is fine for most things I print. And I've got my SD card in the computer, so let's save the toolpath. Alright, so it's saved. We can take the SD card out and go stick it in the printer and see what happens. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. So, let's stick our SD card in. We just put the G-code on there right from Cura. Stick it in the back here. It says card inserted. Alright. Let's go print from SD. There's our file. Click the little button and it'll start heating up. So oh, you know what? I have to quit this. I can't believe we're going to stop the print, and I'll show you why. There's my filament. There's no filament in this thing. On here I'm going to prepare and go clear to the bottom. It says move the axis. I'm going to go 1 millimeter and we're going to move the extruder. So I'm going to stick the filament in. And I can feel it loading, so that's good. Yep. Still, it's sucking in there now. Let's see if it comes out. It should. I hope. There it comes. Right on. I don't know how much further than wish me luck. I hope it prints. The only thing I can see that we might have to adjust is maybe the bed height. So now see, I just turned the couplers. I noticed it's a little too close to the bed, so I just turned both of the couplers and lifted it up a little bit, and it took right off printing. It's just a little. I mean, you can always reach in here and adjust it. then what we want to do, see, I brought it up, oh, I don't know, maybe half a millimeter or so, so I'm going to reach in here and screw this in so that next time it'll start out a little bit higher. But there we go, we're printing our nuts. Pretty cool. Alright, well, we're getting close. 98% done. 99% done. Alright. Pretty quick print. It's pretty good. Now let's check it out. Very first print. Let's see if I can, ooh, yeah. See, those threads came out nice. At least they look nice in the camera. Pop them off here. Clean some of this off. Oops. My knife is, or my blade's pretty dull. There we go. Pop that off. Well, let's start it again. Well, first I guess we'll go for the test. Haha, look at that. Thread's right on. Awesome. I think that was a success. Let's start this print again. Okay, I'm going to make two more for the back side, so print from SD, 10mm nut. Alright, that's awesome. See if I can get you in there to look at those threads. They came out really nice. Oh, duh. Helps if I'm in front of the camera, huh? Come on, focus. Focus. Can I hit that little button, see if it'll focus? Ah, oh, there you go. Sorta. See if I can turn you this way. See if you can see those threads came out pretty darn sweet. Look at that. Nice. And it starts right on, just like a nut. Just like it was made for it. Try to get that little piece off. And here's hoping it'll start better. I went a little too far on the... There we go. I went just a little too far on the adjustment, so I'll back that off just a little bit and it should work fine. But I think it's starting okay. Cool. Well, there you go, guys. First print on the new printer, and it was a success. Awesome. And we got nuts. Alright, take care.